All right, let me check the microphone. Check your microphone 1 2.เบียร์ฮะเปิดไฟด้วยเด้อลืมเปิด That mic's working. What about this one? Testing microphone. Okay, this is working good. Okay. Finally, let's look at the twitches. Okay. Seems to be working fine. Let's say hello, folks. It's me, I'm Biggy, and I'm back, and we're live. We're playing SD Gundam G Generation Eternal today, and just doing a bit of story time amongst all the other things that we're gonna do. But yeah, that's all well and good. Ooh. Haven't set up for a while. We'll see how well I'm gonna do. I'm a little bit on the sore side because my muscles are sore from yesterday. I went to the clinic yesterday to get some electrotherapy, what's called TMS or PMS. Wait, that's something else, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm gonna feel a little bit on the tired side, so we're just going to chill a bit, do story time streaming today, see how I feel. But it's going to be a bit of a rough day today. My head's shaven, everything seems fine. So let's thank my members. Yeah, เยี่ยมไหมอาจจะต้องกาแฟโคปิโก้อีกนิดนึง All right. I'll see how well I'm going to do in the stream, but I'm feeling a little bit on the woozy side. That being said, thank you, members. I beloved Mana Davon, not a big job at Techno and Army Slam for being members. At the time of streaming, you guys get to watch bits early, get some cool badges and emojis for whatever you comment. So if you want to support my channel that way, feel free to do so. And yeah, that's generally the gist of things. Let me boot up the game real quick and see how the game will do. Thanks for joining in on the main stream. For those of you who are joining in on the main stream, the text-to-speech is on, so please be on your best behavior. Let me check the... Okay. A telltale sign of a game booting up. Hopefully the profile that I'm selecting is working correctly as well. Okay. The game's booted. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Just give me a second. Okay, better. right? Next up is booting up my chat screen. Alright, is my little dude working fine? Okay, the dude's working okay. I'll need to switch your microphone source to that. Okay, that's good. I'll test the chat for window a little bit first.
Test.
Okay, good enough. Right, let me just move the various windows up correctly. Okay, that should be all well and good. But yeah, we're just doing Degen Eternal today, and once we receive enough of an audience, we could actually head over and do some other games. Okay, I need to also make changes to the game name, don't I? Generation Eternal. Yeah, okay, that's good enough, I think. In case somebody asks what the game I'm playing is. Maybe move this a little bit to the left. Or should I move it to the right? Yeah, just move me to the... Okay. Left a bit. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let me just double check all the windows. That's all correct right now. And the ads are finished. So let's go ahead and start. Alright. Today is just mostly story time today. So I'm just going to head to the stages. And we're about to do one of these. Iron-Blooded Orphans or Double O. And I am new to the storyline of both. But I'm gonna start with the Double O, I think. Should be the easier one because I do have the Double O or the Exia as the mobile unit. So let's go ahead and select here. So we have a guest battle to start. We're talking about celestial beings. So we have a random eggs here. And Setsuna. Setsuna, I hardly know her. Ha. I'm having a little coffee thing.
西暦2307年、地球の化石燃料は枯渇し、人類は新たなるエネルギー資源を太陽光発電に委ねた。
Okay. First things first. Blatantly using AD, so immediately triggers this is an alternate universe, but we don't know if it's set in our universe. And 2307 is a very generous estimate for running out of fossil fuels. In reality, running out of fossil fuels is looking at closer at 2070. So we'll see.
半世紀近い計画の末、全長約5万キロにも及ぶ3本の軌道エレベーターを中心とし、太陽光発電システムが完成する。
Orbital elevators is an interesting concept. The thing is, it's a cool concept for science fiction, right? But it has trouble in real world applications, namely the velocity and the materials. So a much more realistic thing for in comparison, I think is like space tethers. But I'm just talking a whole lot of science fiction-y stuff right now. So, how tall is 50k kilometers actually? Is it a little bit too tall for a space elevator, I think? Okay. So let me just go and check out the real world science here. I could ask ChatGPT. How tall is a 50k? Okay. No. Let's actually do this. How realistic would it be to have a 50k kilometer tall space elevator? Would it be too big for orbit, or would it be just right? Oh, okay. So a 50k tall space elevator would not reach geostationary orbit. Wait, how would it not reach geostationary orbit when it's 35? Oh, it's... No. Not 50 km. 50,000. Because geostationary orbit is 35k. Okay. It's almost exactly the theoretical just right length for one to work. Assuming it's anchored at the equator, made of material strong enough to support its own weight. Because 35k is the 35.7k is the same speed as the planet rotates. So a space elevator must extend beyond this point to keep cables taut using centrifugal force. And you need a counterweight to intention for the whole system to remain stable. Okay. So steel and Kevlar is nowhere strong enough. Carbon nanotubes, graphene aren't produced at that scale. Yeah. It's materials that is the problem. That is correct. Alright, thank you ChatGPT for providing some context. There we go, look at the equator. That is That is okay. So I'm liking this idea already because it is correct. You need 3 geostation for geostationary orbit. You need 3 structures. So that's correct already. So they decided to put one in Africa, which makes sense. Put another one in the dang middle, in the middle of the Amazon, which also kind of makes sense. It is the only other, like the 2 major land masses, right? And the only other one that is right smack in between is the one in the Pacific. So I like this already.
米国を中心とした世界経済連合ユニオン
Of course, that's based in the USA. Okay, so America.
中国、ロシア、インドを中心とした人類革新連盟
Okay, so immediately, I am a little. I like the series already in the terms of where it's set because it is set in alternate. Well, it's not alternate history. It is real world implications, right? So that is already unique in itself for Gundam. That's quite cool, actually. Let me move my head down a little bit because I'm a little bit in over my head there. There we go. But yeah, I'm liking the setting so far.
そして新ヨーロッパ共同体 AEU
Okay. So, let's see. So, USA. So basically the 3 space elevators managed by 3 countries or 3 major unions. So the US and the Human Reform League, which is basically just China, Russia, India. That is, yeah. So Europe. I hate the fact that Southeast Asia is just kind of cut out of the equation here. Because if we just stopped bickering with each other, we could have been a superpower by then.
軌道エレベーターはその巨大さから防衛が困難であり構造上の観点から見てもひどく脆い建造物である
Okay, that's still accurate as far as space elevator technology is concerned.
この3つの国家軍は己の威信と繁栄のため大いなるゼロサムゲームを続けていた
Oh, I love this. Okay, so there's a certain thing I love about Trinity, or the fact that there are 3 major superpowers that are at odds with each other, because it is the most, if you're a fan of the 3 kingdoms, you know it is the most surefire way of making a tentative peace. So this is already just giving 3 kingdoms vibes.
24世紀になっても人類は未だ一つになりきれずにいたのだ
Realistic, I'm sure.
そんな世界に対してくさびを打ち込む者たちが現れようとしていた
Okay. So we're going with a group of radicals, of course. I wonder what that's gonna. I wonder what they're gonna be up to. Just give me a second while I look through and make sure that I'm getting the views that I'm getting correctly. Feel free to say hi in the chat, folks.
OIC is 00 time.
Oh yes.
Also hi.
Hi, Tails. We're just the thing is, I've never played Double O.
AEU の軍事演習基地では新型モビルスーツが発表されそのデモンストレーションが開催されていた
Okay. So anyways, Double O. I've never watched Double O. People have been egging me on to watch
Is
Double O.
Patrick time.
Hi. I've never watched Double O. I've never been. People have been egging me on to watch Double O, and they were trying to say that it's gonna be my favorite series because I would love all the things that it's implying in terms of Gundam wise, and already I'm in love with it just from the premise, having Gundam based on real world politics. To be fair, Gundam is already based on real world politics to a certain extent. There are references in the UC to real world events to a certain mustachioed old man. So basically, they were hinting that it's based on real world stuff. But this is the first one that's correct that is identified as using AD as a date.
Not the funny mustache person.
Yeah. But anyways.
会場には AEU 関係者のほか三大陣営の軍関係者が訪れそのパフォーマンスに注目が集まっていた
Look at who is I wonder out of all these people who is Protag-kun? Is it the one in the glasses and the long hair? The one in the unconventional fashion? Billy! Is that what your name is? Okay. But anyways, there's also this whole thing about solar energy. I think a Double O came out in around 2006. Billy and Graham. Okay. Because they're all just Europeans, right? They have to come up with European sounding names. Or American. So the world's divided into Europe, America, and Asia in a tentative piece. Sure, they'd like to at least make the mole suit state of the art. Okay. MS Wad? Oh no. Not the Wads. Surely not. Okay. Human reform. Okay, so what do you make of that suit? I think the aesthetic is very, very similar to electric vehicles we're having nowadays. Don't you think? So basically his units are outside are just imitation of that's the exterior is just different. Oh no! It's Patrick! You wanna say that again? Wanna say that again, SpongeBob? I thought you meant like the SpongeBob version of Patrick, but apparently there is a character named Patrick in this.
突如管制室では正体不明のモビルスーツの接近を知らせるアラートが流れた
Great. Unidentified mobile suit incoming.
イナクトのパイロット
Patrick is such a silly guy in this serious war
その
story.
情報を知らされる
Yep.
ジャミングにより通信は途絶
Patrick Olasor. Okay. There's a pun in there somewhere. The pilot of Enact. Oh no. Signal jamming.
正体不明のモビルスーツが練習場へと降り立つ
Is the signal jamming going to be reciprocated by the Gundam that holds the Explorer guitar gun? Heyo. No, something's not right. It's not friendly? Oh no. A bunch of T words. Organization. Who the hell are you? Union? Human Reform League? This is no Mirzaku boy. It is just silly looking. Oh no, not target acquired. Friggin' Gundam Wing vibes already.
Is Mr. Gundam himself.
Yes. 'Tis Mr. Gundam. And I'm going to just turn on auto battle. Just as a little bit of a forewarning there, Tails. I am very sore. My muscles are also all sore. I went to... I didn't know nonsense. I'm Mr. Special. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna eliminate him.
Is fine.
I've got you in my sights. Yeah, my muscles are super sore from yesterday. I went to physio with the using electricity to establish some muscle mass a little bit. What about my mock battles? First phase complete. Okay. Poor dude. Right, so we have some gems. Let's go ahead and go to stage selection.
Guess is a bit off thread, but was planning to buy Saga Scarlet Grace on PC since is on sale.
It's a good buy, I think. Anything Saga related, but I am still in the middle of considering what to buy next as well. I still haven't finished Saga Frontier 2. I was a little bit on the whatchamacallit side, bored of it side. But I'm going to go back and resume it once I feel like things have gotten better. But yeah, the thing about the 00 series, let's press auto form here. We have Exia, right? All at level 100s. Yep. We even have, I think, what is, who are you? Oh yeah, we have Grave Violenta, whatever your name is. Let's upgrade Mr. Violenta here a little bit. Level you up to at least level 45.
That's a Gundam name if I ever heard one.
Mr. Violenta. Violenta, I hardly knew it. Celestial Being level 2. Another Celestial Being. Let's look at the Celestial Being tag and see who has it. Oh, we have a Celestial Being unit right here.
Violento is just violent in Spanish.
Yeah. Gundam Raziel. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Raziel, I think. Because, I think it's going to be... I think Raziel needs to be at level 50 to match the freak of all of our other units here. Let's upgrade him. Let's see, what's the max level here? Okay, 75 is a little bit excessive. 50's just fine.
I assume the Raziel is from some 00 novel or manga.
Let's go ahead and look at his details then. Basically a 3rd generation Gundam named after an angel. Means the god of mystery, Kuray. Its model number has been classified, and only a few within the organization responsible for its development know anything about it. It's created as a battlefield observer, operates in place when collecting data directly would be infeasible for Veda, such as in the battlefield. Looking at the details, it's from, there we go, double OP. He's too strong.
Yeah, 00P is a novel.
Yep. See, he's too strong. He's double OP. Okay. Let's auto form here. Nice. All right. And with that, let's go ahead and pick our free squad. The thing is, we have very, very strong units. All right, we have a choice of whether if we want to deploy Soletta. Soletta is also already quite strong. I already have Kira
in the Seizabi.
Yeah, it is Kira in the Seizabi. I'm going to see which other unit is strong here. I'm going to go with the Striker Custom instead. Yep. And we could either go with Kira or someone else. Yeah, Kira is strong. And let's go ahead and put Char in charge. I wonder if that's everybody. I think that's everybody. All right, let's go ahead and sortie. And we're just going to plow through the stages, definitely, because that's how we roll. The fact that we have Exia is just going to break the game a little bit in the storyline.
突如姿を現したモビルスーツは AEU の最新鋭機をいともたやすく切り捨てた。
Look at that unit debuting.
会場がそのモビルスーツの圧倒的な性能に息を飲む中、グラハムは正体不明機の頭部に記された刻印を目にする。
So what is the emblem? A fire emblem? Okay, so literally, they had to imprint Gundam as a name for the unit. And if it's the real world implication,
練習場を後にするガンダム。グラハムはガンダムを操る者の目的は軍備増強路線を行く AEU への警告なのではないかと推測する。
You know what the real world implication
I
of this
remember
is?
when SRWZ2 was called Super Terrorist Wars because of 00, Code Geass and Wing being involved in the story.
Yep. Okay, that is very true. But the thing about I love this, right? The implications. This is set in the 24th century. So what that implies is that some history nerd who was really into anime went back and looked at Gundam as a historical mythical thing and named it after the anime. So the insinuation is just fun. It's like let's think about 3 centuries ago. It's like naming yourself after members of, say, Renaissance painters. Wait, Renaissance painting is just... No. I think if it's 3 centuries ago, then it's the age of exploration. So naming yourself after famous pirates, for example. Yeah, there we go. So imagine like we have Blackbeard as a mobile suit.
ガンダムを撃墜せんと即座にモビルスーツ部隊を緊急発進させていた。
Interloper? I hardly know her.
しかし、それらの機体は地上からの狙撃によって次々と落とされていく。
Okay, we got sniped. Sniper, no sniping.
それはもう一機のガンダム、デュナメスによるものだった。
It's Red Dynames, but I guess they call it Dunames. I'm sorry. I can't take a character who I cannot take seriously a character named Lock-On who's a sniper. I just can't. It is probably the most Gundam-y name. Definitely a Lock-On D's joke somewhere in there as well.
さらにその頃、宇宙ではキュリオス、バーチェが出現。
Unironically, Alleluia is probably just a great random name to have as well. Okay, I'm loving some of these character names. Graham and Patrick and suddenly Alleluia. Probably a Spanish name somewhere. Yep. Okay, Haptism as well.
軌道エレベーター稼働10周年式典に現れたテロリストたちを撃退する。
Okay. There you go, dropping the T word. Demonetized. Tierra? I hardly know her. That's got to be another one of those jokes, isn't it? Third place is complete.
突如として現れた正体不明のモビルスーツ、ガンダム。デモンストレーションの介入と軌道エレベーター襲撃犯を殲滅した彼らはニュースによって大々的にその存在を報道されることになるのだった。
Okay, so Gundams are equivalent to things like WMDs, right? Imagine having a underground organization that has access to WMDs. That's gonna freak people the F out. Wouldn't they? Definitely. That would leave quite an impact. People would just go, oh! Never mind. Okay, so... And it is questionable why they're defending off terrors as well. What's going on? And say, hey, yeah. I'm a little bit self-conscious about singing because my wife's still here. A mobile suit? And of course, how could you tell if it's an anime protag couldn't? The thing that's weirding me out the most right now is the fashion. It feels so weird. Like the people, the clothing choices or the fashion statement of people back like in 2 or 3 centuries from now just seems a little bit, how do I say this, old-fashioned. But oh well. That's the same as in Gundam Seed where people still have flip phones. announcement on the beings born in the earth. People of Earth, listen carefully. That is so scary. Like, an announcement like this is super scary. But the thing is, like in real world sayings, right? Oh wow. A bunch of vigilantes, pretty much. This is such a this is such it's a huge take. It's just so weird, right? Imagine if that is the case. Like a completely private howdy man. We're just going over all the story bits from Double O at the same time. For the first time, at least for me. So when we last left off, we have we'll see. We're gonna open some boosters later today as well. But when we last left off, this dude basically declared as an independent. This is set in AD times, in 24th century. So it is set in our world, literally our timeline. That's what it's insinuating. And we ran out of fossil fuels. We're trying to capitalize solar energy. There's a bunch of space elevators as the MacGuffin, or the choice technology at the time. And this dude just came out and declared himself as a private organization, as a world police trying to end all wars. So immediately the premise is striking, to say the least. So I'm having a lot of fun already. It's mentioning religion. Okay. So already it's very real worldy. Hey, look at who's having the same hairdo. Okay, so basically vigilante policing from a private organization seems super precise. Yep.
With war.
Yep. Fighting war with war. And of course the dude has to have a monocle. And I bet he's going to be in, like, you know what's going to be super sad? If the dude is actually younger than me. He probably is. Because, like the dude is probably is. Because, you know how these Gundams do with age. They age everybody down. Like, he's going to be in his mid-30s or something. Yep, friggin' armed intervention. We have friggin' so basically the world's divided into 3 superpowers. The USA, Europe, and China. China and Russia combined powers. So China alongside India and Russia combined to make a 3rd superpower. But to be honest, in that timeline, I think India would have been swallowed up by China economically. And could be the same as well with Russia. If China doesn't collapse under its own weight first. I cannot. I just can't. I can't have a sniper dude named Lock-On and not just like every time he shows up on screen. I guess I can't take the series seriously. Just immediate removal of like suspension of disbelief. Lock-On and Stratos means like stratosphere. Like I'm gonna lock on to the sky, man. Also a lock on these nuts joke. Of course nobody's gonna believe you. You possess Gundams, which are literally WMDs. and literally the
It's
most.
still funny to me how India and China are currently in an alliance against the USA, despite having constant border skirmishes with each other.
The thing about China and India, right? They have a natural border, like a natural border in the Himalayas. So literally, any kind of expenditure to invasion is just, that's not worth it. It is absolutely not worth it, right? They are close, but they are very, very far apart
USA needs
geographically.
to team up with Pakistan now. Hey everyone.
Hey Savala, thanks for the sus comment there, buddy. But I was just gonna to say, like, what is probably the most racist Chinese name you could come up with? Of course, it has to be Wang Liu Mei. Wang Liu Mei.
Hiya Selvala.
Let's make them believe ideals held by celestials being can only be demonstrated through actions after all. Wang Lui Mei. You got here quickly.
Hello Selvala and Manta in the way. Pakistan and India have historically been friends. Not.
Okay. Okay, the girl's named Wang. Okay.
Hiya Tails.
ソレスタルビーイングは世界に自分たちの存在を示すべく、まずは長年続いている民族紛争への介入を行うこととなる。
Okay. Interfering in ethnic conflicts. Immediately there's some very sus things going on in terms of what is acceptable to do.
GN 粒子と呼ばれる光子を生み出すこの動力源は太陽炉とも呼ばれ、無尽蔵のエネルギーを生み出す。
Hooray! Somebody came up with how to use solar power as limitless energy. To be fair, if they manage, I think what is even more realistic is that they solve fusion and use that as an energy source.
これを搭載した4機のガンダムは既存モビルスーツを圧倒する性能を持ち、彼らの武力介入によって紛争は一時的に休止されることとなった。
And for a more realistic take on getting energy from the sun, aside from you need to construct some sort of, not additional pylons, but some sort of energy conduit to gather solar energy, like a massive structure like Dyson spheres and stuff, to gather that much energy quickly. Like solar power is the problem with solar power is that it doesn't gather enough energy with the immediate sunlight, right? The rate of energy gathered is not enough. So if we have a big enough solar panel that gather tons of energy and enough of storage, I think that's the issue.
ガンダムを脅威に感じた三大陣営は新型兵器の開発などその対応に追われていた。
It would be more realistic at that point to actually solve fusion. And it's probably the safer option as well.
そんな中、ユニオンに属するタリビアが本国に対してエネルギー供給権を主張し、独立宣言を行った。その牽制のため、ユニオンが軍を派遣する事態が発生する。
Okay. Okay, let's have a look at look at the log. Development of weaponry to encounter measures against the Gundam, and of course amidst the chaos. The Republic of Taribia, I'm not sure what Taribia is, immediately splintering off.
新たな紛争の火種を前に、ソレスタルビーイングはタリビアへの武力介入を決定するのだった。
You want independence? Nope. You want independence and self-governance? Nope. Hooray, very famous Gundams. So they came, that's what she said. Okay, they'll implicitly support Terrabia's hardline agenda. Okay. Great. So basically they have to live up to the ideals of eradicating war. So how are they going to do that? With Gundams, of course! Setsuna, I hardly know her. Sumiragi Lee Noriega. Oh my goodness. This is okay, so I am having a field day with some of these names. Sumiragi Lee Noriega. So Noriega is just Brazil. So I guess the most I think that would mean Brazil is the republic that declared independence.
While he had already some big roles at the time, Setsuna was a very big role for Mamoru Mayano.
Yeah. Why I haven't done nothing yet? Why I oughta? Okay. Let's take out the military. Shoot down mobile suits. Alright, I'm gonna turn on auto attack. Nice. Go Exia. We have a new attack animation. Let's see it go on. Said Mr. Grave. Okay. All right. Go Matcha. In order to protect our allied nation, I cannot fight the Gundams. Okay. So that's Patrick. Yeah, that was Patrick. Nope. Pew pew. Nice crit. Virtue, GR Erd taking off. Okay. Let's have a look at his virtue. Okay. Bazooka, I hardly knew her. But yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in, folks. Just, okay, there's Setsuna. Pointless. Another JoJo reference. Alleluia's baptism. Look at all these names. Nope. Go toe to toe with the wrong Gundam.
Rip Graham.
Yep. That was Howard? Okay. Like I'm not sure if I was saying this earlier to Mana and Tails, and I said this to Tails earlier already. But just to inform Mana and Zavala, I am very, very sore. Yesterday I went to the clinic to get some electro massage type thing done, and my arms are killing me right now. So instead of my usual go-to of making this a stream with like making this a physical stream. We're just gonna take it easy today. Oh, that's a first. Head to the story. Hi, Marina. Marina Ismail. Oh, is she? I guess I can't assume genders. So basically, Tarabia in America expected this to happen. Okay, I like the insinuation that they set up the Declaration of Independence to bait them into war. Okay. Ha! Okay. So...
Oh look, is Relina, I mean Marina.
Yep. What is wrong with the president's face? What is wrong with him? And that's... Both of them have pretty much 5 heads instead of 4 heads as well. But yeah, taking advantage. Oh, guess who's smart enough to take advantage of a friggin' appearance of a organization that is trying to police the world? Okay. So okay. So basically this was pretty much a tongue-in-cheek reference to how the CIA used its influence to topple, manipulate people's power to the US's benefit. Okay, so I can't. Again with the friggin' Princess of Blank trope, right? And of course, her country is called Asadistan. Of course it is. And because it's in ends the word stan. It is either a reference to part of the part somewhere of Asia or the Middle East, or Central Asia, or most likely the cradle, like Middle East and Istanbul and stuff. Right?
争いの原因を生み出す者たちに対しても容赦なく牙を向く彼らの姿勢は人々に動揺を与えていた。ユニオンの経済特区、東京に住む学生、サジ・クロスロードはソレスタルビーイングの姿勢に疑問を抱く。
I can't take this. The friggin' Japaneseism of naming protag kun and protag characters after random words is just pulling me out of immersion. It's just so funny. Hello, Mr. Crossroad. เรียมครับเรียมอยู่บ่จะเอาน้ำแข็งกับโค้กให้หน่อยครับโค้กวานิลาหมดแล้วนะคะอ้าวโอเคเนื้อโค้กได้ฮะเอาโค้กธรรมดาโค้กอะไรก็ได้Wait, what happened to the war? Pardon me? Yep. Yes, that's right. They haven't started any kind of offensive. It's so wrong. They started the fight instead of stopping it. Well, it ain't that simple at all. It is that simple, though.
突如として始まったソレスタルビーイングの武力介入。彼らが打ち込んだくさびによって世界は大きく変わ
Give dismantlement a try. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do some polls. What am I... Okay. Go to unit assembly. My question is, where do I pull? Because right now I have 2 pulls. And we could either pull for the Strike Freedom Gundam, but we already got our Strike Freedom Gundam and Justice Gundam. But I guess we haven't gotten Lacus and the Eternal yet, so we could pull here. Alternately, if we pull from this ticket and get 2 more, we could actually get a free pity summon, right? But either way, let's just go ahead and hypes in chat. If you're here, Tails, then you could do some hypes as well. I do believe that hype is a free...
Imig 2 hype, Imig 2 hype, Imig 2 hype.
If I'm correct, I could the hype is a free emote.
Imig 2 hype, Imig 2 hype, Imig 2 hype.
Okay. Not the stream manager. Let's go to home. Let's see what else. Where's my friggin' channel settings? Analytics, community. Oh, there's a freaking viewer rewards. There we go. Let's look at emotes. Oh, okay. So we just have the love, a Biggy love for the free emote. Okay. We could always put... Okay. I guess Biggy Love is the free emote. Well, feel free to do that if you want to.
Imig 2 love.
Alright. Let's go. Using our free redeems for now, our free rolls. Yep, doesn't seem like there's anything in
I
particular.
have to pity my SF. And got justice.
Okay. Hi, Momi.
Speaking of love, I am heading to my best friend's wedding tomorrow.
Oh. Congrats to your best friend, I guess. Oh. Sorry, we got no Bushi here. And we got the
I am Omi.
beginning
Yup.
Gundam.
And I am the best man.
Ah, that's so cool. What was my train of thought here? My train of thought, pardon me. I hope you have a good old speech, good old roast prepared. You only get to do that once, hopefully, anyways. Alright, let's see if we could get ourselves more SSRs. Alright, we do have a guarantee. I think this is a
Image too
guarantee.
high.
Yep. So let's see. Yep. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the whatchamacallit. Let me just add break. And then just redeem a guile.
Streamer luck hype. At @im_Biggy, you successfully redeemed Guile for 30 LP.
Ooh, ground type. That's nice. Oh, okay. We got a 00 character as well. We got a beside pain, so that's pretty nice. Because getting a pilot, mostly it's just from getting a pilot out of this thing.
Beside pain?
Yep. Not the, yeah, just beside pain with joy. No, like, let's go. Oh, Destiny. We got our second Strike Freedom. I think that's what it is. Right. The linear gun. Ground type. Tekadan. Ooh. Not another 00 unit. Wow. I'm so sorry for the dude who has to go living around a life named Amy. Here's a bit of a Zimbalist though.
000.
Okay. Right, duplicate unit. Acquire this character. Item as your inventory limit will exceed. Okay. Let's see if we're gonna have another. Let's use unit assembly. All right, do we have another? We might have another. We got another. Friggin' streamer luck indeed. We got another ultra rare, folks.
Imig 2 hype, Imig 2 hype.
I think this is not. I think we need to celebrate with transparent pings of boxing gloves now. We're already at that level. Transparent pings of boxing gloves.
A simple living starts to yield you dozens of pages.
Transparent pings of boxing gloves.
All different angles, colors, and sizes.
Transparent pings of boxing gloves. Anyways, wonderful. Phoenix 0. Morse Charge Zaku. Astray B. Dartress Weapon. Okay, we got ourselves Justice. Justice. And I think you could throw a sword rotation out of this. Okay, good job. Goof, Vaji, whatever. Charles Gelgug. 2 ultra rares and 2
Justice
pools.
demands retribution.
Yep. Right, time for upgrades. We have our second strike freedom. So it is time to upgrade. And what other upgrades do we have? Justice. Limit break. So strong. And I do believe we have a couple of ultra rares. No, Charles Gelgug to upgrade further. Nice. What else is there? Yeah, we have a bunch of units. We have Gundam Beginning. That we could upgrade even further. Right, with Beginning Gundam here, we could... it's not a very strong unit, I don't think. His range is a little bit on the low side. And I think, if you look at this details... Gunpla builders, yeah. Oh, I would love to see the teddy bear somewhere.
I mean, on Guy makes it decent with the Red Warrior.
Yeah, I guess. But we have a beside Pain and beside an Amy. Let's have a look-see at their stats. Okay, so you have Celestial Being, I think? No, Affinity A-Laws. Increase defense and reaction by 15%. You only have 1 support defense though, so that's typical. You have supporter type and affinity for the Earth Federation's Sphere Federation. Amy, okay. Literally, you're only able to this, huh? Right there? เรียกมาเดี๋ยวฝากทอดอะไรให้หน่อยดิไก่แล้วกันฮะเอาเดี๋ยวเอาหนังไก่ดีกว่า Okay. So it literally has only 1 unit that he could benefit from. And then oh. Yeah, okay. So basically these two have their own units. Right, sorry for the delay. Let's go ahead and just continue. Question is, do we just let Setsuna pilot the unit, or do we bring in one of our lower strength units here? So we either okay, so we either bring in you or bring in you. Let's go ahead and bring in you instead. And we'll go, whatchamacallit, with you. And then we'll bring in Amy. And instead of you, we'll bring in the other unit. I'm just using this to basically put in units we could level. But I'd rather put in the Strike Freedom now that he's double leveled. Okay. Right, story time again. Let's keep going, shall we? I'm just going to double check on the viewership and stuff. There's 4 viewers right now on Steam, so that's on Steam, on Twitch, so that's cool. Not a lot of viewers on the vertical live stream though. And it just a couple on the Storytime Gundam stream. Okay. Moralia, Southern Europe. Who's in Southern Europe? So if you're thinking about the like if it's a fictional country that's in Southern Europe, so it's either Spain or part of the group of Mediterranean countries somewhere. Could be Italy. Like Italy could be Moralia. Boba. So I think it's weird because this is taking Kira.
At the Determined Tat, you successfully redeemed Bonk for 10 LP.
So, okay, yeah, well deserved bonk there for me. But anyways, the sorry, I'm distracted now. Quantum processing. Vita, I hardly knew her. Military exercises in the EU. I think he's a Prince Ali's turned mercenary. Look at them bottomless chaps. Oh no. Yes, of course, the money grubbing Persian Middle Eastern character named Ali.
Is
Not-
it the guys chaps?
Yeah. Or the brothers. Visual confirmation of Gundams. Lock on Stratos is locked on and locked in. Follow the plan. Of course. All right. Roger the Boogly. Exia, enemy squadron eliminated. Moving on to the next phase. It's not over. We destroy them all. Destroy us all. I'm just a pile of references right now. So lazy. A new model. Reading my moves, huh? I guess.
Why was he holding a weapon while in the pilot seat?
Was he holding a weapon? Maybe he's holding a trigger of some sort. Mr. Gundam! Oh no, it can't be. It's an old acquaintance. And of course he's not actually holding a weapon. If he's holding a weapon, there'll be a sound. The lack of sound means that he's not actually holding anything.
I thought he was.
I'll go have you stand by, away from the action. Same here. You move and go stand by, away from the action. And then just go back to auto. Von Bismarck. Kira Kirad. Yuki? Okay, there, she's supercharged now. Give me a sec, folks. I think I am feeling a little bit of a need to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back.
PP break. Imig to love, Imig to love.
Alrighty, I'm back. Just give me a second. Okay. Wait. Is this Gundam? That's virtue signaling, I guess. Microphone's on, right? Yep. Dunam is spelled Dynamis. Nope. So just give me just a second. A private organization literally manufactured the most powerful weapon in the world. It's literally Iron Man, isn't it? It's just Iron Man with extra steps. Goodbye, Ali. Hi, Sumeragi. Distracting as usual.
Dang finicky internet.
Okay. Have you have a best man speak prepared yet, Mana? Best Mana?
いの最中、新型イナクトの卓越した動きを見た刹那は、かつて自分を洗脳して少年兵へと仕立て上げ、家族を殺させた男の
Kinda.
姿を
I'm
思い
not
出
good
し、
at speeches, but I have a history of winging speeches.
Winging speeches is always the best thing. For me, easiest way to wing a speech is just be in the moment. Look at your friend. What do you see? Look at the people around. What do you see? I mean, I'm a streamer, so I basically wing it 20 like every time I stream, right? Enact. Okay. So immediately, red flags, right? For the storyline. Brainwashing. Children. Offing. Family. Not the virtue signaling. Asking me to come out of the cockpit.
I was valedictorian for my high school graduation. I had a speech written and rehearsed, but when I got up to the podium I realized I didn't have my speech with me, and the shock made me forget my rehearsing. I then winged the speech and I still get random compliments from people to this day about how good that speech was.
Because you know the thing about public speaking, right? I think you discovered it yourself. A prepared speech usually doesn't do very much. But if you speak to what's present in the moment, it's almost always guaranteed to be better. Because you're forced to get out of your head and look at what's around you. Which is a unique skill to develop. I took some time to develop that skill as well, but it is always the easiest way to kind of get out of that is just look at the people you're talking to in the eye and speak directly to them. That's the easiest way of actually having of how I test that, and it ends up fine. You can't address a crowd anyways. You could address a person who belongs in the crowd. And the crowd is included in that conversation. Okay. Ali Al Sanchez. Hooray. Okay, Dynamez. Looking at the eyes. Holy cow! Okay, just... Oh, wow. Wheeze. Immediately. Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't look away. Pardon me.
Just right in her face LOL.
Yeah.
At @im_Biggy, you successfully redeemed Bonk for 10 LP.
Yep. Okay, we're in the middle of a mission. That's what you call it. Continue the mission, please. I can't. I had to stop and take a bit of a breather. Oh, he's gonna roger her. Fair enough.
4機のガンダムはスメラギの指示により敵の司令部に到着。 待ち構えていた敵部隊を瞬く間に一掃する。
What happened to Ali then?
その性能に驚愕し、抵抗の術を失ったモラリア軍は降伏。ソレスタルビーイングのミッションは完了した。
So we surrender. Oh no. Infighting. Wow. Yep. Solar reactors is just the kind of come on, it's gotta be fusion energy. That's what you said? There we go. The friggin' gun noise. And take a sip if you have a beverage with you. Put us all at risk. Operation has only just begun. We can't afford to stumble now. I won't step down. I won't leave Exia. I am a Gundam Meister. Another gun noise happening.
We need the Johnny Test Whip sound effect each time they pull a weapon, lol.
Yeah. That's the noise, right? Then show me why you deserve it. I just exist. That's enough of a reason. I'm alive. I'm living. Hooray! The literal. Everybody, let's go to the be nice. Wow. Okay, poor dude. Okay, so just enough edge. I think just enough edge. I'm alive, aren't I? That's good enough for me to be a good pilot. But not cringy. I think I like the dialogue. But that's the thing about writing for characters like this, right? Whenever you have to compete for real estate for the less is more lines, right? The less your characters talk, the edgier it becomes. So if they're unable to sortie this dude. Live stream. Okay. I guess we'll put you out here then. That's what he said. They're in space. What else is new? Just sortie. Okay.
ソレスタルビーイング。彼らの存在は一般市民の生活にすら影響を与え始める。
Okay. So it's interesting. They have like an everyday citizen character as a POV character.
彼らの活動を快く思わないテロ組織が世界の主要都市で同時テロを起こしたのだ。
If you know how global T-word works, they're being paid for by a government.
組織はソレスタルビーイングが武力介入を中止し武装解除を行わない限り今後も世界中に無差別報復を行うと
Did they just unalive the character? Did they unalive the girl? Or the boy?
一般市民を人質に取った暴挙に対して刹那たちは
Getting paid for by a government? Oh no. They are getting USAID money.
Hooray! Topical.
ソレスタルビーイングの協力
はい、
者
ワン。
ワン・リューミンは全世界のエージェントに対しテロ組織をあぶり出すよう指示を出す。刹那たちマイスターも世界各地に赴きテロ組織への攻撃に備えて待機を命じられる。
They're not. They're being spread
そ
thin,
んな
aren't
中
they?
待機地点の近くで爆破テロが発生し調査に向かった刹那はアザディスタンの第一王女マリナ・イスマイールと出会う。
Of course. Chance encounter with a member of royalty. Nope. Hello, little miss. Romantic interest.
刹那の故郷であるクルジスはアザディスタンによって滅ぼされたという過去があった。
Oh no. Not another invasion by okay. So, another country that's being invaded by one country being invaded by another, somewhere in the Middle East, where a group of people gets displaced.
マリナはそのこと
ボバ
に悲鳴を感じつつも、二つの国は最後まで平和的解決を求めていたと訴える。
Oh yeah, of course that you did. Of course you did, right?
そして今、アザディスタンでも改革派と保守派の対立を食い止めようとしていると、ソレスタルビーイングの介入を招かぬためにも。
Settle the conflict between reformists and conservatives. Oh wow.
争いでは何も解決しないと語る彼女に
Hi,
対し、
another Liliana
刹
clone.
那は自らの素性を明かす。
Dude, why?
俺のコードネームは刹那 FC ソレスタルビーイングのガンダムマイスターだ。
Great. You know the vibes I'm getting with this? Friggin' revealing your identity so you get laid. I'm a secret pilot that secretly is behind the scenes of the whole thing.
LOL.
That's the vibe I'm getting. There's no reason for him to reveal himself, right? Oh no! He's...
Also, he looks like Lelich with smaller anime eyes.
yeah. I think, I'm not sure, but maybe Code Geass drew some inspiration from this as well. Must have. Lelouch prototype, maybe.
紛争が続くようならいずれアザディスタンにも向かう。
Right. Hooray, creating conflict.
笑えない冗談だわ。
And of course, Princess is just clueless about what to do with top secret information. Because she's too pure for this world.
やがてテロ組織の所在をあぶり出したソレスタルビーイングは組織の拠点を襲撃。これを殲滅する。
Yes, a random dude that belongs to a different country we've colonized. And now he threatens my life. How hot.
その後もソレスタルビーイングは武力介入を継続。
Oh, so no more T groups. And if you look at the space elevator, right? Who could... I'm betting right now that one of these is going to collapse and do a space elevator drop rather than the colony drop. I have no idea if that's going to be the case, but I think that's going to be the case. Right? If one of them, if not all three, is going to drop.
西暦2307年、彼らが歴史の表舞台に登場してから4、人々は好むと好まざるとにかかわらず、その存在を受け入れていく。
Don't accept filthy activities of CB? Okay. And now, if it's the modern day internet, they're going to say that paid actors, these are all paid protesters.
ソレスタルビーイングを否定する者、肯定する者、どちらも戦争を否定するという気持ちは一致していた。誰も争いを求めたりはしないのだ。地球にある3つの国家軍のうち、ユニオンと AEU は同盟国領内の紛争事変のみ、ソレスタルビーイングへの防衛行動を行うと発表。
Of course, USA and Europe are just going to take the neutrality stance. And of course, China becomes the bad guy, de facto.
しかし、モラリア紛争以来、大規模戦闘は一度も行われていない。
Yeah. China, India, and Russia are bad
世
people.
界中で行われている紛争は縮小を続けていたが、ソレスタルビーイングに対する反発は消えることはなかった。
Okay, so force for justice? Yeah, paid actors, definitely.
そして今、唯一彼らに対決姿勢を示した人類革新連盟で、ある秘匿作戦が開始されようとしていた。
Hey, I'm part of this resistance, I guess. So you see, Russia, Mongolia, China, India, Thailand, and Vietnam, and Indonesia, South Korea. Not Japan, though. Because Japan is not part of the sphere at all. They gotta be neutral somehow. Literally, the Earth is split into 3 spheres and Japan tries to remain independent. Or they could be part of the US. That's gonna be ironic. Yes. Russia, China, India, us Asians, default to bad guys against the Japanese. Right? Oh no, not Soma. I hardly know her. We'll be having some food wars in here. And of course she's going to be a falls in love with Pro Tycoon little girl who sticks out like a sore thumb. It would be even worse if she becomes a kind of like cyber new type sort of thing. I could see it now. I mean, there's a Gundam in the vicinity. Yep. Okay, I know I said like strange fashion choices for the future. I guess this is a kind of a strange fashion choice to actually have friggin' shoulderless dresses. Enemy has detected our position. Who am I to say what happens in the
It's
future?
fine. He.
Yeah. Oh, Sumiragi Lee Noriega. Yep. She's just going to pilot things herself. Okay, so they're in space with spacesuits. Let's faint. Okay. No, faint. Oh, wow! I shouldn't have done that. Oh, my neck, my back. Main forces commence operations. Don't throw away your lives, please. Eliminating the target. Okay, great. Let's just destroy the enemy warship. Bye-bye. Okay, pray to Alleluia baptism.
It's a trap.
Oh, they need to return to Ptolemy. These look like Gazas, right? Oh, there she is. Of course. Oh no. Pray now, Alleluia. Keep praying. Hooray! The voice of a young pilot. Reacting to Second Lieutenant Perius. Okay. Caught him in a net. Ah, just for meeting a girl, you fall unconscious. I need you to get your blood pressure looked at. Major screw up? Great. A time lag? Oh no. Somebody stop me. Hooray. I'll be defeated at this rate. Not Natalie. Oh wow. Of course it has a secondary secret form underneath. With long hair. I'm going to make sure that you are all the way back here. Same with you. And now we can just auto battle. Okay. Hopefully we capture some of these guys. Supercharged. Pew pew. Go Kira. Kira Kira. Alright. Gundam Nadley. Let's have a look what Nadley does. Gundam long hair dude. Failure. You got the winged one. Okay. Slicey. Oh no. He's messed up the plan. We had a whole plan? This is just like secrecy. Like having things happen in secret. No, they're gonna laser cut her. Okay, I hardly knew her. Pray, hallelujah. Oh, he's gonna self-destruct. That's the go-to thing. Yep. Lost? Oh no. Lieutenant Colonel, there's an object approaching up from up ahead. Oh. Dude. Super Soldier. Yes! Look at that. Did I call it or did I call it? Quantum brainwaves? Okay. So that's your version of new types, huh? Friggin' quantum brainwaves? The go-to MacGuffin for the what's happening in the
We have new types at home.
yeah, the go-to MacGuffin for early 20th century, no, early 21st century, 2000s explanation to everything is quantum realm or quantum mechanics. Because Ant-Man. Retreat. Do not waste the resolve of a brave man. Oh, come on. I will protect her. Tin Soldier. Seriously. Okay. So he's gonna stop. So literally worse than Kira right now. At least Kira doesn't off anybody. He doesn't aim for the cockpit. Oh my goodness. Literally
No,
the worst.
He just aims for the civilians.
Yeah. Literal T word. I need an adult. Okay, Mr. Hallelujah. Wait. Doing this for you because... Oh, so he's mentally unstable. Wonderful. Speaking to himself. Literally split personality. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This okay, so that is such a sus thing to say. Yes, let's blame it on the other personality. Blame it on the split personality, shall we? Let's see. Oh no. I didn't want to off people, not really. So let my... I'm a beast.
Blame it on my ADHD, baby. Sale.
Yep. But it made logical sense at the time. Goodness. Oh, crud. I hate that my body is not doing so well right now. Okay, so basically why my body's not doing very well is because, well, I ate, so that's something unusual I'm doing. But I was really hungry. So hopefully my body is going to react a little bit better. I'm not sure if I'm going to lie down for a little bit or what. I've been live for, say, how many minutes? Have I been live for an hour yet? I must have. 2 hours, yeah. So I'll see how long I could go in terms of live streaming. Yep. It's interesting how, like, I'm liking the story so far. But also, I'm not sure how close we are to opening up a new chest.
アレルヤは戦場で出会ったソーマピーリスと共鳴したことで、彼女が自分と同じ場所で育ったことを思い出す。
Great! Flashback time.
人類革新連盟軍徴兵特務機関。
Oh, wow.
身寄りのない子供たち
Of
を
course.
集め兵器として強化洗脳する非人道的な組織である。
Of course, why not? Has to be them.
アレルヤ
Oh,
は
Boba.
紛争を幇助する組織である彼らに対し、ソレスタルビーイングとして武力介入することをスメラギに進言した。
They're just like you. I'll face my own past. By myself.
作戦が実行され、アレルヤのカルキュリオスは人格連のコロニーにある徴兵特務機関の施設に到着する。
Okay.
しかし、彼は引き金を引くことができなかった。そこにはまだ数多くのアレルヤ
And now he switches to his other alter ego, and then he shoots it and goes full, whatchamacallit, Anakin Skywalker. I don't want to shoot.
And now he is Dr. Tobajin.
Yep. Great. I don't want to shoot. I don't want to. Oh.
自分の中に潜むもう一人の自分に煽られながら、ついにアレルヤは施設を攻撃する。ガンダムマイスターの
Hooray.
使命を果たすために。
Hi, Anakin. Okay.
その頃、
I have a feeling that the people behind
国境の解釈の
whatchamacallit, the writers behind Gundam 00 have a very okay, wow. Flag burning already. But have a certain Wait, oil sanctions? I thought you ran out of fossil fuels.
そんな中、アザディスタンでラサと呼ばれる保守派の宗教的指導者マスード・ラフマディが
Of course, let's involve religion into this whole thing. But yeah, I think the writers have a fundamental understanding about mental health illness.
争いを避けるため、あえて改革派である彼女と反対の立場を取っていたのである。
Wonderful.
保守派の
Let's okay. Religion. I don't want religion in my game.
政治的対立は激化。ついにクーデターにまで発展してしまう。
Not another coup.
のため派遣されていた刹那はこの件に
So his name's Setsuna, but he's actually from somewhere from the Middle East. Got it.
かつてサーシェスのもと少年兵として戦った過去を持つ刹那は当時の記憶をもとにラフマディの監禁場所を突き止め救出に成功する。そして全世界が注視する中、刹那は武装を解いたエクシアでラフマディをマリナの待つ王宮へと送り届けた。
Okay. I think very, very soon I'm gonna have to end the stream because my stomach's not doing too well. I might just immediately end the stream right now because my stomach's just going, nope. And definitely has something to do with the fact that I went to get some electrotherapy yesterday. My arms are tired, and I think my stomach's working a little bit better than usual. Well, I think we have to end the stream a little bit early. I'm just gonna skip this, I guess. And
Dang.
yeah, unfortunate, I know, but we'll come back to this at a later date. Man, it sucks. I want to see how far I am with the gems. Okay. I couldn't see how far I am with the gems. Okay, 500. So I'll probably do like Iron-Blooded Orphans off camera to get the 500 gems. It sucks because I really wanted to do more live streaming today. Let's go look at the 00 units then. You know what? I can't. My stomach's doing the rumblies. So for safety's sake, I need to stop the live stream. So thank you, my members, everybody. I'll head out now. I
Curse
can't.
you, stomach.
Yep. My stomach's doing the rumblies. Only a bit of resting could satisfy. Sorry, folks.